Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel today. I will tell you about how to learn English in 5 months. Let's go start 5 months ago. I couldn't speak a sentence in English without hesitation. Even basic words felt like giant obstacles. I avoided conversations. I feared reading out loud. I couldn't understand movies or YouTube videos. I remember one moment clearly. I was sitting in my college classroom. The teacher asked me to introduce myself in English. I froze. My heart raced. My mind went blank. Everyone was looking at me. I managed to say, "My name is Kareem," and nothing else. The class laughed, not in a cruel way, but it crushed me. That evening, I walked home slowly, tears in my eyes. I kept thinking, why can't I speak English? Am I not smart enough? But deep down, I knew something else. I wanted to change. That was day 1 of my journey. Chapter 2. The Promise, 5 months of fire. That night, I made a promise to myself. I will speak fluent English in 5 months. I don't care how hard it is. I didn't wait for motivation. I created it. I took a notebook and wrote on the first page. My English goals. White heavy checkmark, understand native speakers. White heavy checkmark, speak fluently with confidence. White heavy checkmark, watch movies without subtitles. White heavy checkmark, write and read easily. White heavy checkmark, teach someone else what I've learned. Every day, I would look at that page and remind myself why I started. Chapter 3, building a system, not just studying, but living English. Instead of just studying English, I made it a part of my life. Here's what I did. 4 o'clock one, routine. I created a daily plan. 6 a.m., wake up and listen to English affirmations. 7 a.m., read a page of a graded reader or story. 8 a.m., practice speaking in front of a mirror. 1 p.m., watch a short video, TED Talk, vlog, or story. 6 p.m., write 5 sentences about my day. 9 p.m., review vocabulary before bed. I didn't follow it perfectly every day, but I followed it with passion. Chapter 4, learning through stories. Instead of grammar books, I read graded readers, simple English stories. Why? Because our brains remember stories, not rules. One of my first stories was about a boy who saved his village from a flood. The story was simple, but it moved me. I read it 5 times. Then I spoke about it to myself in the mirror. Slowly, my vocabulary grew. Every week, I read one new story. I wrote summaries. I acted them out. I imagined I was a hero. It wasn't just learning, it was living English. Chapter 5, mirror talk and shadowing. One of my most powerful tools was the mirror. Every morning, I stood in front of the mirror and spoke. I didn't care about mistakes. I practiced greetings, introductions, questions, jokes, everything. Later, I discovered shadowing, listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say immediately. I use YouTube videos with subtitles. I played a sentence, paused, and repeated with emotion. Over time, I could mimic accents and speed. It felt like I was training for a marathon, only this was a fluency marathon. Chapter 6, small wins, big motivation. After 1 month, something amazing happened. I ordered coffee in English, confidently. The barista smiled and responded in English. For the first time, I felt proud. Another day, a tourist asked for directions. I helped him in English. These small victories gave me fuel. I wasn't fluent yet, but I was no longer silent. My fear was shrinking. Chapter 7, the power of consistency. There were days I didn't feel like practicing. Days I doubted myself. Days I felt stuck. But I remember my rule. Do something in English every day, no matter what. Even if it was 5 minutes of reading or 10 minutes of listening. I showed up daily. After 3 months, my English transformed. I could have short conversations. I started commenting on YouTube in English. I joined online speaking groups. I even started helping others. Chapter 8, breaking the fear, speaking in public. In month 4, I faced my biggest fear, public speaking. My teacher invited me to give a 2-minute talk in English. I almost said no, but I remember my first day and how far I'd come. I prepared for a week, wrote my speech, practiced it 50 times. Then the day came. I stood in front of 30 classmates. My hands were shaking, but my voice didn't crack. I spoke clearly, confidently, and when I finished, everyone clapped. That moment changed everything. Chapter 9, Month 5, From Learner to Leader. By the 5th month, I wasn't just learning English, I was living it. I started a small YouTube channel to share what I learned. I recorded short motivational stories in English. My first video had just 12 views, but I didn't stop. I created a WhatsApp group for English learners in my city. We met once a week to talk in English. One girl told me, "Your story helped me believe I can do it too." That made everything worth it. Chapter 10, What I Learned and What You Can Use. My journey wasn't magical. I didn't have a teacher. I didn't go abroad. I had no fancy apps. I had 3 things: desire, discipline, daily practice. Here's what I learned. White heavy check mark, you don't need 10 hours a day. You need 1 focus hour. White heavy check mark stories teach faster than grammar rules. White heavy check mark mirror talk builds confidence. White heavy check mark listening is key, but repeat what you hear. White heavy check mark write your thoughts in English every day. White heavy check mark fear goes away when you face it. Epilogue. This is your journey now. This story isn't about me. It's about you. If I could go from scared to fluent in 5 months, so can you. Your English will improve when your mindset improves. Start small. Stay consistent. Make English a part of your daily life. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to begin, but you have to begin to become perfect. This is your time.